Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dana and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're your hosts.
I'm Dana Pereira.
And this is Brimstone, and it's going to be a delicious episode because we're talking about some poops and stuff, and we got some other things going on. So I don't know why I went there.
A little bit of that.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, sometimes a little C. But anyways, I'm speaking poops because I know Dana just picked up another 3 dogs.
I did. Anybody in SoCal, head to muttscouts.org and adopt a dog because I am collecting them like they're fucking stamps.
Pokemon. They're like Pokemon. You should just start naming them Pokemon names.
Gotta get them all. What is it? Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
There you go. And here's the thing. Danielle blows up your spot with me before I even see what happened. She's like,
I know.
So Dana's got some new ones. I'm like, oh, really? But I understand. And you have such a good heart, Dana Pereira. I am so proud of you as your friend but there's a lot of poop to clean up, I'm sure.
Listen, I pick up poops probably 5 times a day. Easy 5 times a day. It is likely any time of the day that you are thinking of me. I am walking around with a poop bag on this hand and holding another bag because I pick it up with one hand and then I stick it in the bag. So that's what I do. I just walk around picking up poops most of the day. So anytime you see a sexy selfie that I've posted, it's probably old because I don't have time for that shit right now. I have time for one shit, and that's picking up shit.
That's crazy. Meanwhile, my little shit, Jasper, what do you call it? I walk out from my shower yesterday, and I walk into the living room, and on the floor, I find a couple of things that were on one of the little tables, and they've been knocked on the floor, and I'm like, what the hell? So I went and I picked it up. One of them was a package of Excedrin. I'm like, oh, good thing the dog didn't get a hold of this. And I put it down, and then I look over and to the side, okay, so we have our pond in the back, and we have a lot of mosquitoes here on Long Island. Yeah. So we get these dunks that you put them in there, and it helps with the mosquito, kill the mosquitoes. So, or the larvae. Well, he got himself into that, ripped it open, and was trying to eat one of them, apparently. Must have freaked out when I came out, knew he was wrong, ran in under the bed.
Oh, Jasper.
I was very concerned the entire day, but thankfully he's okay.
He's fine, but, good.
One of the things but I could never go out there cleaning the poop. That, for me, that's why I wanted a small dog. So if we have to clean poop, you know what I mean? It's tiny, you know what I mean? It's easy to deal with. But, hell, can't you give your kids like a nickel a poop? Be like, here, go get some poop.
Make
it a chore.
They just don't stay on top of it as much as I need. And
you don't want them on top of it. You want them to pick it up.
I'm a little bit of a control freak. I need organized chaos is what I like to call it. So that's why I do it so often, because I don't want the dogs to step in it because then that makes more work for me. I don't want the courtyard to be smelling all like poop all the time because I leave the door open for them to run in and out. So I'm just out there all the time making sure, I don't want it to get to a point where it's so much poop that I'm like, what is going? I don't want to be that person. So I'm just doing it all the time.
But Day, if you're collecting all that poop, you yourself could open up a poo-museum instead of a poo museum, a poo-museum, okay? And you can put all the poop on display because apparently this dude opened up, he had like the Guinness World Records for the largest collection of fossilized poop, and he opened up a museum with all of his treasures, his duty treasure.
Okay, listen. For one, who finds fossilized poop and is like, I think I'm going to keep this?
Plenty of people, apparently, but this guy, he's one of them. Oh
I
my
wonder what
goodness.
kind, because didn't it say that he had like dinosaur poop? Now that I might want to see.
But here's the thing, dinosaur poop itself had to have been ginormous. Like, you watch Jurassic Park. I mean, and the truth
Yeah.
is, these things were ginormous. And if they dropped a deuce, you're going to live in it. You can make a hut.
Listen, but that's what I would want to see. Like, if he had an enormous dinosaur poop that I could like walk inside of and take a nap in, then that I would pay to see. But if you're just like running around with like a dodo bird poop or something like that, I'm like, I like, I don't know that I'm going to a poop museum to see that.
You don't necessarily need to see the duty of the dodo. It's not important. Let's just pass that along. But
But a
if you
T
got
Rex,
a
I'm in.
T-Rex, big body, little arms, big ass shit. Yeah. Well, that's
Wouldn't you want
craziness.
to see it though?
I, I don't know. I laugh. I laugh. So when I
Yeah,
see fossilized crap in museums, I giggle about it because, I'm immature. But
sure.
I'm like, all right, well, that's disgusting. And people are sitting there handling that and holding poop. Like, I want my poop to be found in a million years from now and them go, wow, this is a massive crap. I think that should go on display. Here we go,
Right. Oh my
blah, blah,
gosh. What
blah.
if one of your poops was so good that it could go on display?
Listen, listen. Other things of mine are on display that I didn't think was going to happen. Who can go on display? I'm ready for it. I will make one special for the display if you need me to. I will do it, and you can put it in encased in gold or something. Put some diamonds in it. There
Maybe
you
what you should
go.
do is eat, you know how they have edible gold? Maybe
Oh
you
yeah.
should just down a pack of edible gold and then shit gold, and then that would make it into the poop museum.
I feel like, first of all, I used to do plenty of drinking of Goldschlagers, and if gold poop didn't come out then, I don't know what's going to happen.
It'll
But what do you
happen.
call it?
It's gonna happen.
I feel like if you just ate a whole bunch of those gold flakes, you're going to be stopped up for quite some time.
Well, I
And
mean, eat other
I just
stuff
had it.
too.
I just literally had gold flakes on the rib. So when I did Rib King,
Uh
one
huh.
of the ribs, which came in second place, had gold flakes on the top.
Ah, that's some
I did
great
not poop
presentation
gold.
right there.
I did not poop gold.
You didn't need enough of it. You needed more gold. It was
I
hidden inside the poop. It was
There
like
you go.
one of those like bath bombs that you put in water and it dissolves and then get
You're
a
nasty. You're
fry.
nasty. So this place apparently started as a virtual resource center, and they did that in probably about 10 years ago. And now they just opened permanent location. I don't know when this is from. This is from 4 days ago. So this past month is when it has opened up a permanent location. Listen, I think that it is, and they even have it quoted here, both hilarious and fascinating. That is the best way to really put it, to be completely
Yes.
blunt, because
Yeah.
it's like, what? Why are you sitting and playing with poop? But
Well,
also, like, wow, this was done. This was dropped a billion years ago. Ah,
cool. It is fascinating. I also think that if somebody can make money on a poop museum, then it gives a lot of people hope to make money on whatever weird ass dream they have.
this is true. This is
It's
very true.
just inspiring.
It's very inspiring. So, what do you call it? We were talking about dogs earlier, and I know you love your dogs. And then we were talking about
And dumbass ways to make money.
dumbass ways to make money. I just wanted to, and I don't want to go on talking about this for a while. I just want to just do a quick shout on this. There was here on the island in New York, a woman found her Pekingese missing, and what do you call it? Apparently, she got a text on her cell phone with a photo showing five teens holding the dog, and they put under the photo, $500. So they're trying to get $500 out of the woman to get her dog back. They stole the dog and so forth. The long story short, the police obviously found the kids because they was stupid and put their faces
Immediately.
in a photo. thankfully they did that because it's just a
Love how
bullshit thing.
dumb teenagers are. They're so
But yeah,
stupid.
yeah. I mean, they're probably the same teenagers that shotgunned in front of you. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like,
God. Yeah. Yeah. They're
but
so dumb.
it's just stupid. But the woman got her dog back, so that's the positive. And
$500 or the dog gets it.
exactly, like you think about it. Like think about it. They're gonna have fourth degree grand larceny charges. Do you
They're
realize
so,
that?
it just, it amazes me. One, that they thought that this was a good idea. They were like, oh gosh, I don't know. We need to go to the candy store and get a Snickers. Let's kidnap this dog because we don't have any money. I'm like, what? Like the dumbass thought process that had to have been going on between this group of teenagers. And it's like not one of them thought like, maybe this is a bad idea.
No, they didn't think it was a bad idea. You
Then
know
they
who
took
didn't?
pictures with their faces in it, and not one of them was like, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't have our faces in that.
Maron, stupidity. Talk about stupidity. You've got a student from a couple years ago that obviously didn't think anything through, and apparently he had his nipples ripped off, or they fell off. What do you call it? After some kind of like, I guess,
I
stunt.
believe they were flicked off.
Okay, tell me about this because you know about this a little more than I do.
So there was a teenager. Again,
Okay.
sometimes we don't make great decisions, especially, you know how with sometimes when teenagers, especially, there's always like a blah, blah, blah challenge. And I've had to tell my teenagers a gazillion times, if it ends in challenge, don't fucking do it. Not the
No.
Tide Pod challenge, not the boiling water challenge, not the spicy chip, like none of the fucking challenges. If it says
Cinnamon.
challenge, it's a fucking no. It's
Right.
dumb. So this kid wasn't doing a challenge, but he was dared to spray deodorant, I believe it was, directly onto his nipples,
Jesus Christ.
which he did. And then one of the kids like flicked his nipples and they were
Oh,
flying, like he like freeze dried his nipples and then they fucking flicked them off and he lost both of his nipples.
oh, that just feels it's hurting. My nipples hurt.
I know.
Oh my
Mine
God.
too.
No.
Yes.
Why would you? Okay, first of all, why would you want to freeze the crap out of your nipple? Because that's what happens. Basically, you're spraying that stuff on, and it's freezing your skin or your nipple or whatever if you do too much for too long a period of time. So, yeah, like I wouldn't expect the nipple to go flying off, but but like who the freaking hell would think that would be a good idea?
So
What the hell?
he was in the school changing room and another boy dared him to spray 2 cans of deodorant onto his chest. And then they sprayed his exposed nipples. He said at first it's just cold, not really a big thing. And then it starts to burn and you're just there waiting for it to finish. And then another boy flicked the boy's nipples. And that's when the nipples fell the fuck off.
Oh
Imagine being that boy that flicked his nipple.
Sued. I hope that kid's got lots of money. That
I mean, just the fuckery that is going on in that room is just off the charts.
the way you just said the fuckery.
Yeah.
that just brought it all home. I just want to put it out there. The fact that you said the fuckery, one, shows that you have teenage kids. What do you call it? And two, the fact of the matter is it just elevated the story altogether.
Well, how about this? He was just sitting and his nipples are now gone and I'm just chilling and then people are like, your shirt is bleeding and you just see 2 blood stains from both of my nipples. My German teacher actually stopped the lesson and was like, what's going on? Do you need to go to the medical room? And he said, nah, it's fine. Bro, you lost your nipples. Go to the medical room.
Yeah. How the hell are you gonna freaking give babies nourishment later on? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think that he will be doing anything with babies. He's going to have to rely on the female that actually produces the milk.
Listen.
Forever, he is going to, like, if he goes to the beach, no nipples.
No.
I wonder if he
Nippleless.
still has like areola. Do boys have
Well,
areola? Those have
I'm
like areola,
assuming
and then
the
just like
areola
the
would still be there.
nipple.
It's just the nibs themselves went pink,
Oh
like
my
little nuggets.
goodness. Bing.
Now, did they go and find them and pick them up? Like, I want to know. I need to know.
Oh my God. I wonder if he has them in a jar somewhere.
Oh, bleh, wretch. I'm retching. I'm retching. I'm retching some
So we can start
more.
a nipple museum and a poo museum.
Yeah, yeah. What do you call it? I I I don't know if we should speak about this. No, we should definitely speak about this because this is a crazy, dirty little secret that you were telling me about before we went on about the man that sued his neighbor because he paid him to get his wife pregnant. Simply the guy whose wife it was sterile and they couldn't get pregnant, but they wanted a baby.
Uh-huh.
So he went to his neighbor, correct? Am I correct here?
So far, you are on the money. Yeah.
Now you can take over because you told this story so eloquently earlier.
Just love. I mean, we have an episode full of stupid people, and this is one of them.
This
Oh.
well, listen, if you were okay, let's just pause. We'll pause the story for a moment.
Okay.
If there's any reason, if you wanted children and you couldn't have children, right?
Mhm.
And first and foremost, I would believe that you would go to the doctor to see what's wrong with both people, maybe to make sure what the situation is. If it was the man and not the woman, then I would assume that you would take the next step by going to a fertilization clinic. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
but
In
that
vitro?
costs money, and not everybody has that much money. That costs so much money that it's easier for them to be like, you know what? I did the test. I'm sterile. I cannot get her pregnant. Can you do it, dear neighbor, that I'm going to have to see every day while living here? Weird. But, dear neighbor, can you please come over to my house and impregnate my wife? And
Freaking hell, man.
dear neighbor said yes. Dear neighbor had kids of his own at his own house, or so they thought.
Was he married though? Do we know if he was married?
I do not know. I do
Okay.
not know. I might say it. I don't know. I didn't look.
So you're telling me that neighbor number one contacted neighbor number two and said, neighbor number two, I want you to stick your wiener into my wife
Yes.
so that she may become pregnant because neighbor one couldn't get it done.
Yes.
So
correct.
And the wife of neighbor number one is like, okay, come stick it in me.
Listen, she wanted a baby, I guess. And so, like I said, people do things for babies, like I mean, there are people with turkey basters. So,
okay, a turkey baster, but having some other guy's thing in you. I mean, listen, okay.
That's the normal way of
Proceed.
doing it. I guess she wanted the full experience. I don't know.
Okay, proceed.
So, come to find out after multiple attempts, let's call them.
Attempts? Wait, what do you mean by attempts?
Well, I mean that he had sex with his neighbor's wife multiple times.
What?
And then they find out that neighbor number two,
she's a
the
smoke
guy
show,
that's
by the way,
supposed to be getting her pregnant, is also sterile. The kids running around at his own house were not his.
What?
And he knew that he was sterile. And he said, yo, I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, but he was like, yo, I never promised a conception. I promised you that I'd like give it the good old college try.
I'll give it my best shot. You get that? I'll give my best shot.
I'll give it my best multiple shots.
What the freaking hell, man? Seriously? So he was just banging
this guy is still
broad.
living.
Meanwhile, this woman is a smoke show. I see the photo here.
Ooh.
She's a good looking lady.
Yeah.
So this guy's
no wonder
like,
he wanted to fuck his wife.
now was she enjoying it? Was this just like listen, I need to know more information about this. I'm sorry, like doesn't screw up your relationship You know what I'm saying? Like I would.
Some people, listen, I mean, we've been on this show long enough to know that sometimes people are fine with having sex with other people. Like sometimes people are just okay with that. I know you're not okay with that, and I'm not okay with that. But there are many people in the world, and there are a lot of people that enjoy that lifestyle. I'm not sure if they're one of them or not, but like that's people do it all the time, every day.
The woman was a former beauty queen.
Ooh.
He's like, sure, I'll do the wife. No
Uh-huh.
problem.
You need
Let's get it
absolutely.
on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this guy didn't go missing afterwards. Like, now he's suing him, but like, seriously, like,
Well,
I don't know
he
how the
got
guy didn't go
paid.
missing.
He got paid to have sex with the wife. Not only did they ask him to do it, they were like, yo, we will pay you. And so he got paid to have sex with the wife to get her pregnant, didn't do the job, and then they find out that he's sterile. So yeah, they should be suing the shit out of him. And quite honestly, if he went missing, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, is he the guy that joined his own search party looking for himself?
This guy is a legend.
Okay, so where I don't know where that other thing took place, but this dude was a missing man that was in Turkey,
Uh-huh.
and what do you call? Apparently, what I think you told me he got like stupid drunk, and what do you call?
He
And then
went out
just
the
like
night before and got wasted and just like never came home. And wifey was at home not fucking her neighbor, and she got real nervous.
thank you. Like,
So she
ouch.
reported him missing. She was like, oh my God, my husband never came home. Something terrible must have happened. And so they form a search party. And all of his, friends, neighbors, family, whatever, are out searching for him. And dude rolls up and he sees that somebody is missing. And he's like, oh no, how terrible. What a tragedy. I've got to help. I've got to gotta help out in this. And then they start calling his name. Realizes that he has joined his own search party.
That is insane.
Mm.
That's just insane. So okay, now you're telling me that the whole family was there looking for him. Nobody realized that it was like he was there.
I was just saying, I don't know if his family was there. I don't know who was searching for him, who he walked into or anything, but hilarious. He just like walks in, they start calling in his name, and then he's like, oh. There, I wonder if he was just like, I found him, just like pointing to himself. Do I get a reward? Is there reward money? I found him. He's right here.
But then he was apparently the police were potentially fined him. They didn't. It wasn't clear if he was given a fine, but they fined him for I guess putting out a search party or whatever. But like, why would you do that?
Like
He didn't
did it
ask
on
them to go look for
purpose.
him. Yeah, like the guy had a wild night. He went out and didn't make it home in time. He was okay apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
He said in quote, don't punish me too harshly, officer. My father will kill me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's nuts.
I mean, first of all, this is what Find My Friends is for on your phone. Like, this is why you have locations of people all the time.
Oh, yeah, I'm low jacked.
I'm low jacked too. And my husband's low jacked. And actually, my sister, this is hilarious. So I have been sharing my location with my sister Brittany for as long as I can remember, actually maybe like 2 years. And then I will occasionally look up locations and be like, oh, she's at home, I can call her. Or, oh, she's
Right.
At work right now, not a good time to call or whatever. So occasionally I check her location and see like what she's up to.
Right.
She has my location, and I was flying into Pittsburgh last weekend to surprise her.
Oh no.
Looking on the phone. Oh, that's weird. Dana's at the airport. And her husband, her husband was like, oh yeah, I don't know, maybe she's picking somebody up or dropping somebody off or blah blah blah, because he knew. Turns out she didn't know that I was surprising her still. She never looked at my location again, thank God, because I didn't get the message until I landed in Pittsburgh. And there it said I was in Pittsburgh. It updated because I took it off of airplane mode.
That's funny.
Yes.
Really funny.
Yes.
What
I
do you call it?
sidebarred that real hard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, everybody seems to have, LoJack on them nowadays, which is crazy because it was not necessarily the case a few years ago. And this other dude from Arizona actually faked his own kidnapping to get out of work.
The fuckery. The fuckery.
The fuckery. He was again 19, another teen.
Another teenager that doesn't have a fully developed frontal lobe.
Unbelievable. So I mean, what do you call it? Look, he was obviously caught, and then they gave him a $550 fine. So like you do stupid shit,
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Like I don't know. So it says what here, where is it? A male subject whose hands were bound behind his back with a belt and had a bandana stuffed in his mouth. Which is what they supposedly had found. He told the police that he was kidnapped in front of his home by two masked men who knocked him unconscious after hitting him on the head. He then said that the men drove him around before they dumped him on the street in Coolidge.
They just drove him around. They went for a fucking joyride with him. They were like, hey, let's tie you up and stick this in your mouth and wee, off we go.
wee, all the way home. Ouch. Yeah, it's,
I mean, listen, there are definite times where I have wanted to fake my own kidnapping. It's usually whenever I'm having a meltdown with children and my husband, where I'm like, if somebody could just tie me up and take me for a joyride. Whoa.
I know.
Whoa. That came out very wrong.
Dana.
Did it just click for you?
Dana,
as soon as it came out of my mouth.
Oh, Dana, you dirty little thing. Oh, goodness gracious. You have not been given the permission to go and do the neighbor thing. No, that's not
No. I need to revoke my last statement. I do not want to be tied up and taken for a joyride.
Well, I'm gonna rewind.
Yeah.
Now take it over.
Yes. However, I have definitely thought about faking my own kidnapping, death, you name it. Because sometimes you just need a break. But this guy could have just been like, I have COVID. Instead, he faked his kidnapping because that's what 19-year-olds do. They never go the simplest route. They always have to make up something elaborate and crazy and very unbelievable.
Meanwhile, he was arrested for it. Like, you're stupid, bro. Like, you're stupid. Why? Why would you do that?
Does it say if he was fired? Because, come on, man.
I don't see that at all.
He had to have been fired. If you found out that somebody faked a kidnapping to get out of coming into work, would you fire them?
Yeah. Or I'd laugh. I'd actually laugh.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what I would do. I might laugh too.
I would laugh. I'd laugh and be like, I think you learned your lesson. And then I would say, you sure you want to work here?
Yeah. If it is that bad that you have to fake a kidnapping to get out of it, you might need a new job.
This was from People, okay? Like, it made it to People magazine. That's how ridiculous that is.
With a picture of him. So it's not like he could even tell somebody that it wasn't him because he is identified in People magazine.
Unbelievable. So, speaking about missing people and so forth, right here in my backyard, for those of you who have been following along, has been the Gilgo Beach killer, or the alleged Gilgo Beach killer. Let's just put it that way. Rex Heuermann. Now, I have had conversations with people over the last few years about this whole situation as things were unfolding and opening up, because This guy was tied to a lot of places that I actually frequented, and I know
Yeah.
people that, were higher ups at, and so I had heard some things here and there, and obviously it's hearsay. Um, this dude is a bad mofo. And apparently they just, this week, like literally, this just happened yesterday. And
Mm-hmm.
it's the sixth. Today's the sixth. This happened on the fifth. Because this comes out next week, obviously. But he's now tied because they've been doing investigations around the house again, and in certain
Uh-huh.
areas they've been combing. Now there's two more murders that he's being linked to. One being more than 30 years old. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is terrifying. And he's not just linked, there is DNA linking him to this that coincide with his wife and children being out of town. Now, if I were investigating this, I would want to know every fucking time the wife and kids were out of town so that they could like see if there's any other missing people's cases or something that they could link up with that or any, Jane Doe's or whatever. But this man preyed on sex workers and
Yeah,
escorts. And that is just so fucking low. They're already in a
yeah.
really risky line of work. And this man preyed upon them. Fucking, I mean, it's a huge story. And now there's two more. And I'd be willing to bet there's
There's
probably a
more.
lot more. If this started all the way back in like the 90s,
Oh yeah,
there's
there's got to be
probably
a lot
more.
more. There's
Mm-hmm.
got to be a lot more. I mean, at the end of the day, this was this, and honestly, and I don't think that he was acting alone. There are people that had been under investigation, who, like I said, I had heard things about people and so forth by people that were not involved, but they were in certain areas.
Whenever you say not acting alone, what do you mean by that? Because in my experience with serial killers, they typically do act alone. So I'm curious what you mean.
There were other people that were involved in certain aspects. I don't know how far because they didn't let anything out.
Uh
But
huh.
and the stuff that I was told, like I couldn't put that out there. But let's just say there were two different people from two different places that took their own lives, because the police were getting closer to kind of
Like
figuring
a
out
sex
what was going on.
trafficking kind of a thing,
That I
or
don't know.
snuff
And again,
films, or.
I can tell you off air the stuff that I know.
Oh,
But
okay. All right.
I can't say it here.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not the police. I'm not an investigator. I only know what the stuff that was told to me,
Yeah.
and the
I
stuff
just
that
had
was
my
told to me
interest
was
peaked
in
because I was like, oh, really? Because I had not heard anything like that. But yeah, this man has clearly been going at it for a long time. Imagine being his wife, living in that house with him,
right.
having sex with him, and he's just
Well,
like out,
we
like
don't
he's a
know.
monster.
We don't know. I have a feeling that she knew about this. That's what I'm thinking. I think that
I
she had something.
disagree.
I think that she had something to do with this.
Absolutely, I
There's
don't
no
think that at
flipping
all.
way, day. There is no flipping
There's a
way
lot of ways.
that this
People are
dude has been going
secretive.
for over 30 years and her not knowing
No,
what the
I
hell is
disagree.
going on.
Disagree 100%. She absolutely
Really?
had no fucking clue. Yeah, I super
How?
disagree with you
There
because
was
people
stuff
are
in the
secretive.
house. There was stuff in the
People are
house, Day.
secretive and she trusted him. Like that
Uh,
Danielle would never suspect that you were out like murdering somebody if you
well,
were.
I'm not.
I know, but I'm saying that she would never think that. She wouldn't even consider it if it
Mm,
came up on the news or if somebody was talking about it at the salon or whatever. She would never in a gazillion years be like, huh, well, my husband was gone for that, or I was out of town and did it. Like, she wouldn't be connecting those dots because she wouldn't even think for a second that it was possible.
yeah.
So
No,
I
that's
don't think that the wife knew anything personally.
for
But then
30
again,
years.
yeah,
30
30
years. You know
years.
what I mean?
There's lots
And
of serial killers that have been married
yeah.
for a really long time that,
All right.
their wives didn't know anything. A lot of these guys work out of town
Yeah.
or, like there's a setup for why they have a routine the way that they do that a wife wouldn't necessarily think that something terrible like that could even be happening.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, the whole case is sad. All these poor people and the families never had any kind of closure. You know, and
Yeah,
still
it's
don't
really
have
sad. A lot of
closure.
these
And
women, even though they were sex workers and escorts, I don't want to say even though. Um, however, they they had families that really loved them. They were one of them was supposed to be showing up to a party and she never showed up. And they were like, what is going on here? There's no way she wouldn't have shown up to this party.
yeah.
And like it's not like these were forgotten women. They had families who actually really fucking loved them.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is sad, and then to be you know the way that they were dismembered and just tossed like trash. I mean,
Awful.
it's just an awful and disgusting. I mean, women are already treated like garbage in this world, and it's
Yeah.
disgusting. And then to be treated like that in death, you know, like I can't fathom why anybody would
Mm,
want to be that kind of a person. But
no,
here we
awful.
are, here we are,
Awful.
and this guy's responsible for a lot of them. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. We have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
So you know, anyways, that's about all the time we have, guys, for this episode of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week. Thank you so much for hitting us up on social media. What do you call it? We really appreciate all the messages. Keep them coming. We just had so much to talk about this week that we didn't read any online, but what do you call it? We are loving them and we
Yes.
appreciate them
Keep them
so
coming.
much.
I just said
Day
cumping. Keep them
keep
coming.
them humping.
Yeah.
Keep them humping. Uh, well, you do that too. Dana, you want to tell everybody the one rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
I would love to, guys. The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We again appreciate you. We thank you. We love you. Mwah. We'll see you again next week.
Follow me. Promised land. You think we want something from you? You got another thing coming.